Hey, what's cracking? This is Darrem Fat Man McDuffie helping you become perfectly healthy and toned, or what I like to call fat. Brought to you by I'mTheFatMan.com. So today's video is a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about medical errors. For someone that comes from a pharmaceutical background, I was in the pharmaceutical industry, I wanted to alert you to something, especially if you have someone that might be a little bit older in your family. If you have an older parent, someone that you're close to, a senior citizen, one of the things that you might want to start doing is attending the doctor with them, because there are a lot of medical errors in elderly patients, and here's the reason why. When you look at most senior citizens or most elderly people, they're on a different number of prescriptions. And once you start adding different prescriptions, they hike or skyrocket the potential for these people to have drug interactions. So one of the things that you want to do is always go to the doctor with them, or at least teach them to ask the right questions. I know, as someone who was in the pharmaceutical industry, and before that I believed everything that doctors told me, and also I never questioned their authority. You have a lot of people out there who are still under this same veil. And one of the things you really need to do is start asking the right questions. And one of the things I found out is that most doctors don't know the side effects of the drugs that they're prescribing. And the reason why I know this is because I was a pharmaceutical representative. One of the things that was taught to me was to always go in and detail these doctors on the side effects of different drugs. If I could sway a doctor away from prescribing a drug for a potentially harmful side effect, that was one of the things I wanted to do. I always wanted to tell them my drug was better tolerated and point out the bad points of the other drugs, the other competitors' drugs rather. So big tip here is to just go in. If you have an elderly parent and someone that you really care about, go to the doctor with them. It doesn't take you no more than 30 minutes to an hour of your time, and go in and be armed. Just say, hey, I know that my person or my father or mother is taking this prescription, and I read about these side effects. How will this work with this other medication? Because chances are, once you mix drugs and it becomes an interaction, that interaction can be fatal. And there are about 7,000 medical errors that occur per year. And this has probably jumped since me doing the research, but there are 7,000 medical errors that occur per year, just simply because people don't know the right questions to ask when they're taking these prescription drugs. And you really have to remember that all drugs have side effects. I don't care how little they are. If you take an aspirin for a headache, it has a side effect to it, and that side effect may not affect you, but all of us have a different what we call biochemical individuality, so it reacts differently in different bodies. So I hope that you learned something from this video. Don't forget to join me on naturalhealthforwellbeing.com. Subscribe to my list where you can get more and more updates, and you can also be alerted to my radio show. It's called the Fat Man Radio Show, and I interview health experts, and you can call in and ask questions about your health. One of the things you really want to start doing is learning about your health and learning that you're an individual, and what may work for one person may not work for all. Also, check out my Wellness Warrior podcast. I do that with a functional diagnostic nutritionist. Her name is Diane Kaiser. And we get on and we kind of chop it up about medical issues. And you can download both the Fat Man Radio Show and the Wellness Warrior Radio Show in iTunes and listen to them on the go. So again, this has been Darrem Fat Man McDuffie helping you become perfectly healthy and toned. And I will see you on the next video.